Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our new video. Today, inshallah, we are going to discuss a new selection from our weekly assessment book. It is from Unit 6, Week 4. As you can see, the title is Reducing Our Lunch Waste. Please, before you continue with the video, make sure that you read the story and you understand it so you can understand the way that we are going to get our answers. As we said, our title is Reducing Our Lunch Waste. The selection is an expository text. In general, it is discussing ways to reduce the waste that we have after lunch, especially at school. Okay, the first paragraph is just an introduction showing you the whole thing that happens at school during the lunchtime. After that, he explains some ways that we can follow to reduce the amount of waste. For example, here in the second paragraph, he is talking about using a reusable lunch bag instead of the brown paper bag. And after that, in the third paragraph, he discussed the idea of using a stainless steel water bottle. And then here he discussed using different containers. Okay, they are reusable plastic containers. Then the other page he explains how to turn the waste that we have after eating into compost. He explains the whole process in this page, and by the end he gives a conclusion to just mention all the ideas he discussed earlier. Please make sure that you read the story before you go to the questions. Okay, guys? Now let's have a look at our questions. The first one, what is the main problem caused by lunches packed in brown paper bags? This question here is related to the second paragraph up here. A reusable lunch bag may cost more than brown paper bag at first, but using one eventually saves money. A reusable lunch bag can last for years, while brown paper bag lasts for 1 day. If we have a look at the options, the first one, brown paper bags are expensive. We didn't read that. Actually, we read the opposite. Then, brown paper bags do not keep lunches fresh. It is not mentioned. The materials used to pack this lunch are unsafe. Also, this part we didn't read about it. And the last one, the materials used to pack this lunch create a lot of waste. As we read here, while a brown paper bag lasts for 1 day. Of course, if you use one each day, this will create a lot of waste. So our answer for the first one will be letter D. We are going to choose the materials used to pack this lunch create a lot of waste. Then number 2, read this sentence from the article. What can be done with something as worthless as uneaten food? Which word has the opposite meaning of worthless? First of all, worthless means it doesn't worth, okay? Or it is not worthy. It has no value. So what would be the opposite for this meaning? Hopeless, or useless, or valuable, or worldly. Of course, if it has no value, the opposite will be valuable. So the opposite for worthless will be valuable. The letter H will be the answer. Then, how does the author show the relationship between preparing lunches and lunch waste? In other words, the question is asking where is the relationship between the way we prepare our lunch and the waste that we have after eating our lunch. If we go up to the first page, in the first paragraph, the author mentioned some examples about the ways that we prepare or the way that we pack our lunch using plastic water bottles, using brown paper bags, and so on. And of course, later during the other paragraphs, he mentioned them in details. So if we have a look at the options, better packed lunches are easier to throw away, or eating all of one's lunch will mean less throwaway, or using durable materials to package lunches can mean less throwaway, or buying lunch in the cafeteria means less throwaway than packing lunch at home. Let's discuss them one by one. The first one, better packed lunches are easier to throw away. Actually, we didn't read any part about throwing the food away. Then, eating all of one's lunch will mean less throw away. Also, this part is not mentioned, and we cannot make sure that everyone at school is going to finish his food. Then, using durable materials. Durable means they will last longer. To package lunches can mean less throw away. Of course, it is mentioned in the second paragraph and also the third paragraph about using the stainless steel bottle and also about using the reusable lunch bag. So the answer here for number 3 will be letter C. Using durable materials to package lunches can mean less throw away. After that, some schools turn uneaten food into compost. This organic matter is used to make soil richer, which helps plants grow bigger. The question, what does compost mean in the sentences above? Here, the context clue is too obvious. After he said they turn the uneaten food into compost, he explained what is the compost. He said, this organic matter is used to make soil richer. So, what do we use to make the soil richer? Is it a fertilizer or garbage or scraps or vegetables? Of course, we use fertilizers. So, compost here means fertilizer. The answer will be letter F. After that, meat and bones start to smell as they decay, so they are better left out. Which word has almost the same meaning as decay? We are looking for the same meaning, a synonym. Does it mean boil or develop or rest or rot? Of course, it means rot, like for example a rotten apple. The answer here for number 5 is letter D. Then, which of the following is a problem that is solved by using reusable plastic containers? In other words, if we use the reusable plastic containers, this will help solving which problem? Is it uneaten food ending up in landfills, or plastic bottles ending up in landfills, or plastic baggies ending up in landfills, or brown paper bags ending up in landfills? If we go back to the selection itself, here there are reusable plastic containers that come in many sizes. these containers can be used for years, keeping baggies out of the landfill. He mentioned what? Baggies. So if we go to the question again, here, letter H, plastic baggies ending up in landfills. So if we use the reusable plastic containers, we will reduce the amount of the plastic baggies that end up in landfills. The answer for number 6 is letter H. After that, number 7, according to the article, what can be done with uneaten food? How can we use the uneaten food? Here, uneaten food can be thrown in landfills, or uneaten food can be composted with worms, or the students can take all the uneaten food home, or the students can be forced to eat all of the food. If we go back again to the selection, the second page, here some schools turn uneaten food into compost. So the answer will be uneaten food can be composted with worms. He explained the whole process in the second page. So the answer for number 7 is letter B. After that, which words from the article have almost the same meaning? Also here another question about the synonyms. Two words have the same meaning. We have the first choice, assemble and construct, then garbage and compost, then scraps and supplies, then richer and bigger. If we go to the first choice, assemble and construct, actually both of them have the same meaning, which is to build up or to bring something together, while the other options do not have the same meaning. For example, garbage is the trash and compost is the fertilizer, also scraps related to trash, and supplies, things that we need. Then richer and bigger, of course, they don't have the same meaning. So the answer for number 8 will be letter F. Then, which words from the article are most opposite in the meaning? Here, about the antonyms, we need to find two words that have the opposite meaning. Plants and soil, no, not opposite. Then meat and dairy, not opposite. Trash and landfill, no, not opposite. And the last one, moisture and dry. Moisture, that means wet, while dry, so they have the opposite meaning. So the answer for number 9 will be letter D, moisture and dry. After that, which paragraph does the following key detail best support? It doesn't take long to fill a bottle with water from home. This part here is explained in which paragraph? In other words, which paragraph discussed the idea of the water bottles? If we go back, here, one option is to carry a reusable lunch bag, so it is not about it. Here, instead of throwing out your water bottle each day, carry a stainless steel water bottle. So this is the third paragraph that is discussing the idea of using a stainless steel water bottle. So it is related to paragraph number 3. So the answer will be letter G. And that was the last question that we have about our selection. Please, if you have any questions, send it to me on WinGgo, and see you later inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.